Wouldn't it be great to have a simple exercise that you could access at all times to help defeat your anxiety? And wouldn't it be even better if this exercise didn't require any special gadgets or require medication or supplements? Well, I've got some great news for you. We've got exactly that with the 4-7-8 breathing exercise popularized by Dr. Andew Weil. Weil has called it the most powerful method I've found to access the relaxation response. And it's the most powerful anti-anxiety measure I've ever come across.
The 4-7-8 breath that I teach is the most powerful relaxation method that I've discovered.
It's hard to find a more powerful quote about an exercise that we can all do in a few minutes. Let's dive into the history and explore why it might be effective, and then we'll finish with doing the breath ourselves. The 4-7-8 breathing exercise is as simple as the name. Inhale for 4 seconds, hold the breath for 7 seconds, and then exhale for 8 seconds. Where did this technique originate? Although variations of this exercise have been around for a long time, this particular version has been popularized by Dr. Andew Weil over the last 20 plus years. Dr. Weil is the founder of the Andew Weil Center for Integrative Medicine at the University of Arizona and is a Harvard-educated integrative medicine expert who blends conventional Western practices with alternative therapies like nutrition, herbs, and mind-body techniques. He originally got this breathing exercise from an osteopath that he trained with during his formative years, Dr. Robert Fulford. Weil still uses this technique daily himself and teaches it to all of the doctors that he trains. In almost any Andew Weil content that you come across, he will be teaching and demonstrating this technique. We know he's a big believer, so let's examine what makes this a tremendous technique for both short and long-term anxiety reduction. The first thing we notice with this breath is that just by executing it as planned, we're reducing ourselves to roughly 3 breath cycles per minute. Given that the average number of breath cycles would be somewhere between 10 to 15 breath cycles per minute, we've already massively slowed down our breathing. Second, slow, extended exhalations increase vagus nerve stimulation, slowing the heart rate and lowering blood pressure while reducing cortisol release. Finally, prolonged breath holding enhances CO2 tolerance, calming respiratory centers in the brainstem, and boosting theta brainwaves for reduced anxiety. We're also doing a subtle retraining for the body and teaching ourselves to make our exhales longer than our inhales. This breath is great at changing your state. You often feel an immediate shift in your nervous system. How big of a shift will depend on your current frame of mind and how well you have trained yourself to notice the subtleties, but it is there. The biggest benefit, however, is long-term. We go back to Weil again from his most recent appearance on the Tim Ferriss podcast. The real effects come after doing this regularly for 4 to 6 weeks, and they're really remarkable. Now, another great quote from Weil, and let me tell you, this breath has it all. Short-term effect, long-term effects, and we don't need anything other than something we have with us at all times. Our breath. Now that you're sold on the benefits, let's run through 4 cycles ourselves. We start by placing the tip of your tongue on the roof of your mouth just behind your top front teeth. Let's leave it there for the duration of the exercise. And yes, this means that you will exhale through your mouth around your tongue. The key to this breath is having a somewhat forceful exhale. We want to push the air out of our bodies and make a slight whooshing sound. It sounds like this. Okay, ready? Here we go. Let's start by exhaling completely through your mouth. Now close your mouth and inhale quietly through your nose to a mental count of 4. And now hold your breath for a count of 7. And now exhale completely through your mouth for the 8 count. Okay, that's 1 breath. Let's go again. Ready? Inhale through your nose to a count of 4. Now hold your breath for a count of 7. And now exhale completely through your mouth for the 8 count. Okay, that's 2. 2 more. Ready? Let's inhale through the nose to a count of 4. Hold the breath for a count of 7. And now exhale completely through your mouth for the 8 count. Okay, last one. Inhale through the nose to a count of 4. Hold the breath for a count of 7. Exhale completely through the mouth for the 8 count. Okay. Now let's sit for a second. How's your internal weather? Any changes? No matter the answer, this is one breath exercise we want to start doing every day. The absolute time you spend on each phase is not important. The ratio of 4, 7, 8 is important. If you have trouble holding your breath, slightly speed the exercise up, but keep to the ratio of 4, 7, 8 for the 3 phases. For example, that might mean that you inhale for a count of 2, hold for a count of 3.5, and exhale for a count of 4. Basically, make the exhale twice as long as the inhale and make the hold about 90% as long as the exhale. If we listen to Dr. Weil, he suggests just doing 4 cycles at the most when you're first learning the breath. From there, you can go up to 8 cycles at a time, but you shouldn't go over that. You can do the exercise as many times as you need to each day. But if you want to see some of the long-term benefits, the suggestion is to do it at least twice per day. Now, this is a great one. I've used it myself for a long time. When I stop doing it or forget about it, I always feel better when I pick it back up again and take the few minutes daily to make it a regular part of my life. I hope this one helps you. And if you just want guidance on the breath without all of the background and explanation, make sure to check out our video that is just the 8 cycles of this breath, and you can follow along with the guidance and the images. Let us know in the comments if this one is effective for you. Please make sure to like and subscribe and hit the bell for alerts so that we at the Calm Central channel can keep bringing more of this kind of content your way.